what heads, cam, and intake I'm gonna put here on my 88 SSP. It's a 306. What do we got? That's right. This is the lower. You ready to see the intake? You ready? Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and today we are talking about exactly what heads, cam, and intake I'm gonna put here on my 88 SSP. Now the motor's already out. Let's see if yeah. As you can see, that's a very empty engine bay. So yes, the motor is out. And in case you missed those videos, I have a whole video of us taking it out of the car. We actually dropped it from the bottom, as well as just disassembling the engine, seeing what the engine looked like and all that. But we are at the reassembly phase now, and I want to let you guys know, what cam and intake, mainly intake. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know already what the heads and cam are. I'm going to go over that for new people today. But the intake you don't know yet, and I've thrown some ideas out. So I'm going to reveal all that today in the video. We do have a 306. Well, let's go ahead, let's look at the motor real quick. All right, obviously we've been protecting the engine here, but this is what we're looking at. It's a 306. Obviously that's a 302 board 30 over, and you can see we already have Trickflow heads in here. And the motor came out really clean. In case you guys missed that video, like I said, it came out really clean. So Trickflow heads, these are 170cc heads. I think you can, maybe it's on the other side here. Yeah, we got the 170cc heads. I still need to clean this engine up. And then the camshaft we've got on it is actually a Trickflow TFS Stage 1 cam. Or at least that's what I've been told anyway. So yeah, that's the motor we're working with. That's the block. Let me go ahead and show you guys all the new parts, because there are tons of new parts we're looking at. Oh, I did not have to rebuild the bottom end, by the way. In case you guys are wondering, the piston, the cam, all that stuff, the rods, the crankshaft, all that's good. Compression test is good. So no need to rebuild that, and I just left the heads on. So it's basically a long block right now, but I do need to top it with an intake. So, and I've got a lot of other parts. So let me go ahead and set that up for you guys and show you all the new parts going on my 306. Okay guys, I'm actually on the Hero 6. The 8 over here is dead, so I gotta switch to the 6. But yeah, I'm going through all the new parts that's going on the car, and we're actually gonna start with the headers over here. So this is actually the headers that came off the car. You see we've got actually some dents. We had to have some clearance. Got a dent on this side. And really, I did not think these things would clean up that well. Also, I didn't think the fitment was too great on these headers. I'm gonna sell them and just get some money out of them. I did want some new headers, so check it out, guys. What do we got? What do we got? That's right, Bbk. Here we go. Got some Bbk Shorty Headers. This is the same thing that's on my Tar Heel Fox, and look at that. I mean, it's obviously, it's not the ceramic coat, it's the chrome, but I think it's a big, big improvement. I mean, let's take a look here. These are all, by the way, these are all parts I cleaned up. There you go. Let's do a comparison of how they look. What do you think? I think they look way better. Obviously the nice Bbk stamp on this side, but yeah, so we got some new headers, and you probably can already tell what the intake manifold is if you're looking at the boxes behind me here, but I'm gonna go through it kind of quickly here. See, in this box, I love having new boxes, guys. All right, we've got Trickflow 24-pound injectors. So yeah, what I plan to do, like I said, it's a Trickflow Stage 1 cam already, Trickflow 170cc heads. And the injectors I got are actually, you guys love that logo, by the way, right? G-Funk, I know, G-Funk Express on YouTube, he loves this Trickflow logo. I can save this for you, G-Funk, if you want. But look at this, new 24-pound injectors. And the best thing about this right here, guys, is it already has brand new O-rings on it. When I was doing the intake manifold on Tar Heel Fox, I had to put new O-rings on, and I sliced my fingers up. Always slicing my fingers up. All right, guys, I was down to my last injector. I forgot to time lapse it, and wouldn't you know it? Yeah. There's the blood. We knew the blood was coming. Sorry, that's probably a little gross. I'll go clean this up. So that was not fun, so I'm very glad about that. I don't have to deal with that. So I got the new O-rings. The reason why I went with 24-pound injectors, if you look on Trickflow's website, For the rest of the combination that I'm running, that is actually what they recommend. They recommend the 24-pound injectors, along with the stage 1 cam and the 170cc heads. So got that. And then that's pretty much, let's go ahead and go to the rest of it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our new intake manifold. Here it is, guys. This is the lower, a brand new lower intake. So obviously I'm gonna have to have something that matches up top with it. It's not the BBK. And oh, by the way, I did get a new oil pan. If you remember from the previous upload, I had a problem with mine. Had to throw it away actually, but it was beat up pretty bad right there and leaking oil from that spot. This one looks obviously clean. Brand new oil pan, very happy about that. Yeah, let's go ahead, let's talk about the intake. Okay, the intake is right in this box, guys. And yeah, this is just Fox Resto's address and stuff in case you guys were worried that my personal information is on here. It is not, but you ready to see the intake? Are you ready? I'm ready, I'm ready. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm gonna top it with. Brand new intake, that's right. I got a Trickflow intake. Go ahead and get this thing out. I'm gonna set you guys down. Look at that, guys. This is the Trickflow Street Heat. There's also a track heat. Yeah, I think it's gonna look really good, guys. I really like the black. You could get it, you know, silver or machined aluminum or black. I went with the black. I think the black is gonna look nice in there because it's already gonna be a black and tan car when I repaint it to FHP colors. And inside the engine bay, it's gonna be black. So this will all kind of match. I know if I got an aluminum or something like that, it will probably pop a little more, but I just kind of wanted that cool, clean black look. Now you might be wondering why I went with this intake manifold. And there's actually two reasons. One of them is I did have the GT40 on Tar Heel Fox, the tubular. I was thinking about taking that off, but I actually decided I didn't want to quite do that. Now that intake is not going to end up being on that car, but there's such a special and rare intake to get nowadays, guys. I really wanted to hang on to it for a little bit. But the other reason why I'm going to go ahead and go with this intake manifold, the Street EFI manifold from Trickflow, is it's actually meant to work with the heads, guys. This and the camshaft and the stage 1 head and the 24-pound injectors, all of this was meant to work together. Now you can certainly make a Holley System Max work too as well, or you know, maybe an Edelbrock intake. But I just like the idea. Trickflow actually tested this combination together. You can call them if you need support on it. All the components are Trickflow components. And so that's kind of why I went with it, guys. I wanted to save my GT40 tubular and I wanted to kind of know what I was gonna get. I've got the fuel pump they recommend, the whole thing, it's on their site, and this should be about 350 horse and 370 torque. Now the track heat intake manifold, it's a lot higher RPM. This reaches peak horsepower around 5,100. The track heat was more around 5,700 or something like that, but it's a lot higher RPM range, and I really didn't think my 306 needed to go up that high. It's more of a street car, guys. It's gonna be dependable, but dependably go fast. And so that is why I went ahead and went with this intake manifold. I think it's gonna work really well. I pretty much know that combination. Like I said, I've got the whole graph and everything on their site. So if you want to take a look at that, I will link it down in the description below so you can also take a look at the graph.
I actually wanted to go into a little bit more detail as to why I got this intake manifold instead of the track heat version. So this is actually the Trickflow Street Burner EFI intake. I think I might have said it wrong previously in the video. But it does, there's a graph right here basically. You can see it does reach peak horsepower close to 51, 5,200, something like that. It actually maintains that for a little while, but what I really like for a street application is this torque number, 370 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, this is pretty much what we're going to get. This is at the motor. This is not at the wheels, so obviously we're going to lose some at the tires, at the rear wheels. But you can see, I think for my block, I can expect this 306, which I have. I'm not sure about the compression, but it might be close because the cylinder heads do affect compression. Got the Trickflow or TFS Twisted Wedge 170 cylinder heads, the Trickflow Track Max hydraulic roller cam, which is their stage 1 cam. That's what I've got as well. There's the Street Burner intake. Also, this has a 70mm throttle body. I might run a 75 because the intake manifold does actually open up to a 75. And then 24. Now I don't know if I'll necessarily need to go to the 190 fuel pump. I actually have a 255 in Tar Heel Fox, but I ran it with a stock pump for a while. But I probably will go ahead, upgrade the fuel pump. Of course, this is testing with mass air, and I have speed density right now, so we are going to convert the car to mass air. You know, 10 degrees base timing. I'm going to get a tune as well. Yeah, guys, I don't think I'm gonna go the micro squirt or mega squirt. I really want to do more of a traditional. I want to do a mass air conversion, how to do it on the channel, get a dyno tune. It's just what I want to do with the car. But there's definitely other people out there that are doing the micro squirt, mega squirt. I know Brutal's got a lot of information on there about that, and my friend Demon Fox 5.0, Michael, he's looking into do that as well. Now this is the intake I could have gotten. This is the track heat. I did look at this one as well, but if you look at the curve on this one, it does have more horsepower, obviously, but it has less torque. You feel more torque on the street, and it doesn't really reach peak horsepower until after 5,500 RPMs, and I really just didn't want to rev the engine that high. I know it can probably take it, but for me, it was more about being in the right range. I mean, torque, max torque is, you know, a little bit past 4,000. I'd say probably, what is that about? Maybe 4,200. You look over here at the one I got, max torque, it hits at, you know, 370. Well, no, I guess it hits at about the same time, yeah. So, but it's just a lot more torque. It stays above 300 foot-pounds from 3,000 on. We're right here. We don't even hit 300 foot-pounds until maybe 3,500. So I just wanted to explain that a little more, show you guys the different graphs. But I did go with a Trickflow top-end kit, essentially, and I feel really good about everything working together, and I think it's going to be a reliable, streetable, yet fun car.
Yeah, that's the components we're looking at, and we're about ready to assemble the engine, but before we can do that, I actually do need to clean the engine still. I need to do a lot of cleaning so I can work for assembly. So that is the next video you will see after that. So I still need to clean all the components up so I can reassemble, but this is what's going on the car, guys. This is the intake manifold I went with. Obviously the new headers, the new oil pan. I think this is mine too. Is this mine? Oh yeah, of course. Of course, I got 24-pound injectors. Got a new fuel pressure regulator. This is Aeromotive. I've got Bbk on Tar Heel Fox, but I decided I want to go with Aeromotive. I've heard a little bit better things about those, so that's why I'm going with that. But yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. So we should be putting down, I'm guessing somewhere between 270 and 280 at the wheels, maybe 290 if I'm lucky, with the 306 and the Trickflow heads, cam, and intake. I've got a Trickflow top-end kit. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. That's exactly what is going on my car. But if you want to see me actually put all of this on the car and follow the build, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We've got a lot more videos coming on the SSP for you to see when all this actually goes on the car. And it's going to be happening fast because we're trying to get this car done for Ford Takeover. And I say it's me, but Matt is helping me. But that's my goal. Get it ready for Ford Takeover, which is in June. I want to be able to drive the SSP there. Obviously, I'm not going to have the car painted by then. I mentioned the black and tan paint I'm going back with. The car will not be painted yet. It'll just, you know, basically be drivable there. That is the goal, but I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited. It should be a lot of fun on the street. That's it. That's pretty much it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe because I do upload 2 times a week, every Sunday and Wednesday. And we'll see you next time on Gearhead 704 when I work on cleaning all this stuff up so it can go back together. See you next time, guys.